Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. It is a minor miracle I got that right since I'm playing Final Fantasy 13-2. At the same time, I keep making intentional and unintentional references to Zodiac Brave story, and of course, Zodiac Dungeon of Doom, various other and sundry Zodiacs. I haven't played this game in a while. This is the first one I've recording since putting out that video, which got more views than anything else on my channel in months, by the way, up to and including the Christmas specials, to say that I wasn't recording any videos for a while. But I'm back now, and I guess I'll play as the ladies. For whatever reason, I was going to play as the guys, but the ladies are slightly behind in level, so let's let them go forward. One thing I want to point out real quick before I forget is that if we go to our clan primer, while bored and hanging around the house and looking at Final Fantasy Wiki, just because I don't know, I had just my cell phone and internet connection to keep me amused for a while, and I ended up reading some stuff on the Final Fantasy Wiki. I found out something I didn't know. So I was reading about the different DLC monsters in Final Fantasy 13-2, and one of them is Ultros, who, along with Mr. Typhon, I guess he's called, are an optional boss. Well, to my surprise, Orthros, who was a just giant jelly monster that we fought, who would only fight you if your party consisted of women, apparently that was supposed to be this game's version of Ultros. Doesn't talk, isn't actually an octopus, but Orthros is its name in Japan. So the fact that it likes girls and not boys was supposed to be a reference. I guess it was kind of purplish in color. We fought Ultros. I didn't even realize it was Ultros, but there's some debate amongst Final Fantasy fans, which basically means there's 3 people who disagree with each other on a message board thread, and nobody still talks about it anymore because the game is, not the current Final Fantasy game. But there was some disagreement on whether Orthros, as a hunt mark mission in Final Fantasy XII, counts as an appearance by Ultros. One of the other DLC bosses from that game actually will appear much later as a hunt boss, and it's actually, not in dispute that is an appearance by this character, because that character is known for hopping across realities and appearing in multiple games, and it has its own theme music, and you may even be able to figure out who I'm talking about. We're fighting them much later, I believe. Although, actually, we're down we've got more than a third, it looks like. Somewhere between a third and a quarter of the hunts completed. So maybe it won't be that much longer. Anyway, plot-wise, we got way off track. We were doing all this cool shit we went to the Giza Plains, up to Rabanasser, over to Esther Sand. We went up to the Moss Foreign Highways. This is the first area we went to, which we weren't supposed to go to at all yet per the story. Took that up to the Psychal Wood, all the way up to the Nebradius Deadlands, and even, particularly my off-screening, did a fairly complete at least, exploration of the Necrol of Nabris. But we're supposed to be here. We were supposed to have got Larsa in our party and then explored the Galgmore jungle, which, as you'll recall, I started exploring before the story told us to come here. But I was basically, it won't let me go anywhere without, I'm assuming Larsa being in the party will unlock something. But let's find out. We should be way OP for this place now. Oh, I have the sound up on the TV. I was getting echo. You probably got a little bit of it too. It'll go away now. So, the evil side effect of all this over-leveling is that we'll get very little benefit from killing all these enemies here, but what the hell. And I still have to consider whether I want to buy lots and lots of the cat ear hoods or whatever they're called that will enable us to get Gil from LP. Actually, if I'm going to do that, I need to do it sooner rather than later. Because it will take over 100... I'll have to kill over 100 enemies before it is cost effective. But it is, in fact, that will happen eventually. Meanwhile, somebody's got a no stoner, right? So the longer I put it off, I mean, I don't know, I guess I should do it. But I wouldn't want to wear it against difficult enemies or bosses anyway, you know? I guess it's a thing you might as well be wearing when you're not really familiar with whatever status effect your enemies might be using on you. I'm trying to get that treasure chest, darn it. So we got a chain level, which we'll be resetting as soon as we come across those cat-type guys again. Let's hit each of these. I'm not really sure which way it is we actually want to go, but let's hit all of the gates, even though this gate appears to... Well, these two gates both lead generally to the same zone. Yeah, the jungle maps are kind of weird in this game. They just give you straight paths. What are those things? Hellhounds, okay. Barely survived a hit, but it did survive a hit. So I gotta give it props. Yeah, it's killing me now. I should have bought those damn I definitely should have bought the cat ears and just got it over with, because it works on the characters who are outside of the party. So there's never really a reason not to have your characters who aren't in the party equipping those, unless you're expecting to switch back and forth frequently. Alright, Larsa, you got some plot stuff to say here? No? Okay, perhaps that's our indication of which gate is the important one to unlock. When Larsa refuses to unlock a gate until we get to the correct one. Might be going a little overboard with the some of this magic support here. And the Necrol of Nabudis, it was kind of important to have things like bravery and faith and stuff going all the time. Not really required here. It might be a little bit of needless mana overkill. Luckily, it's pretty easy to... Oh, it's only Ash who's getting it. So not quite as expensive as I thought, but still, I think I'll shut it off until we get to an area where it seems warranted. And again, maybe the reason I'm steamrolling over all this stuff is because I have those gambits set up. My current strategy isn't too effective. I must change it. Yeah. Well, I'm certainly still one-hitting stuff without having bravery applied to Ash. Kind of surprised at how quickly it wore off, actually. And we haven't taken enough hits to see whether Protect is really necessary at this point. Alright, well, if our little friend doesn't do anything about this barrier, then I really won't know what's... Oh, he's going to do something about this barrier.
What is it?
What it is? Oh,
the
that's what it's
jungle
in it.
denies us our passage.
How come we didn't
What
talk
have we
about this
done?
before? We're unclean.
We? No. I.
Aye.
What's that mean? How are we supposed to get through that?
Making an appearance?
Come on, I'm talking over here.
I thought you'd left for good.
Hey!
Our choices are few.
What does making an appearance mean?
Friend? Balthier!
This is as much for you as it is me.
Oh?
You are ill at ease. The Nethersite troubles you.
Well, yeah, I guess.
You've let your eyes betray your heart.
Your heart doesn't believe that I'm a
Right.
hot bunny chick like your eyes do. I don't understand this conversation, but...
What are you doing?
Van, would you shut up? Not that I don't want to know, but...
Soon you will learn.
Well, maybe not you. Other people will eventually learn, though. Whoa.
We go to seek aid of the Viera who dwell ahead.
What about those who dwell behind?
I bet they'll be glad to see you after so long.
Don't interject with that kind of thing, because it's gonna... You're
I
obviously
am
wrong.
unwelcome, an unsought guest in their wood.
I mean, the rules of drama indicate that that was wrong, and you wouldn't have said it if it was going to be accurate. I'm an unwelcome termite in their wood. So, she just created a new path to question land. So, Larsa being in the party, it's required for this to happen, but it's not actually him that does anything, so I'm a little surprised. I remembered that we visit the Viera around this point in the story, but
In
not the
village
exact
ahead,
circumstance.
you will find her, Nyearn.
Bjorn?
Bring her to me. She will know why you called her.
I can't be bothered to go find her myself. Seriously, why can't you come? Ugh, frickin' Moogles. One thing I'll say for Final Fantasy 13-2, it only has one Moogle. One thing I'll say for Final Fantasy 12, the many, many Moogles are not constantly with you and constantly talking. Loose. Scoopo, wherever I see you, no matter, I know why you've come. I've just need to help you get to the bottom of those Viera secrets. Would you like to buy a map, Scoopo? Yeah, sure. Fine purchase, you won't regret it. Moogle's honor. There are barriers along the path to call more jungle, Koopo. As though the jungle itself chooses who by passing may not. I'm as fierce as driven snow, but I still couldn't get through. Maybe the jungle doesn't like snow. Perhaps I'll ask one of the Viera about it. Koopo. I'm sure glad I bought the map. Koopo, I thought you looked familiar. You were the one who helped us on the Leviathan. I've had quite a few time reaching this village. Oh, I hope you don't think we followed you here, Koopo. That wouldn't do at all. Well, would you like to see my rares? Well, whatever. Best of luck. Demon's Bane, Storm Spear. Not that surprisingly, although I don't own any of these, it looks like in almost every case I can afford something better. I don't want to equip it, but just to have this. Element lightning. I guess it's possible that could be useful in some specific battle. But no, a lot of these guys, they picked up equipment in dungeons that I was messing around with that the plot hasn't required us to get to yet. So it's not that shocking that some of this stuff is not exactly premium gear at this point. I guess a Burgonet might be better than what she's using. Yeah, and a couple of people, this is better shield than some folks have. I guess I'll buy 2 of these and possibly find out that I didn't need to. Oh, he's using parallel arrows. That's why he didn't have one equipped. Never mind, they were wasted. Oh, well. You never know when I might change my setup and need them. I already have pretty much... I guess I'll buy 2 each of these just because I'm a sucker. But this means that I'll have 6 of... Wait. Why in the world would I need 6? I guess if I fight something that does wind damage... I can't see any circumstance where I need 6 of these, though. Is there anything here I have 0 of because I was never available before? No, there's no techniques I don't have. Magic. Oh, yes. Asuna, please. Absolutely. Thundara, please. Absolutely. And Break, please. Okay, I'm good with that. That is a good thing. I'm glad that happened. Is there any stuff here that I need to sell? Because I've got... You know, none of the... Yeah, it's just going to be... Little, well, wait a second. There was quite a few. 57 at one thing here. I was just thinking I wasn't going to bother selling these little bits and pieces because they won't add up to anything new, but it's possible I needed to sell a whole bunch of demon eyeballs to get something. Earth crystals, unlikely. I've already sold a shit ton of those. So at some point in the near future, I'll get around to selling everything I've got more than 10 of, just for the sake of cash. But there's nothing really that important there that's going to lead to new bizarre items. Any merchant worth the salt needs but one thing to do business, a customer, Kupo. I could sell you anything. I could sell you water in the ocean. Wait, that doesn't make sense, because you would need fresh water in the ocean. Sand in the desert. We will need Majora's help if we are to pass through the barriers of the wood. She will know that I have come. Bring her to me. I will wait for your return here. I do not sense hostility, Captain. I guess let's save. I'm vaguely thinking that we should try to, if I can figure out when we're going to lose Larsa, we should attempt to figure out if there are any hunt mark missions or optional bosses that we should take on while we still have him helping out. Although his usefulness decreases, he levels up with your party, but you can't equip him with better gear. So there comes a point where he's just dying in one hit, and all you're really doing is wasting time reviving him. Eventually. I don't think we're there yet. Oh, Bunny Girl Village. Yep. This is some hard thought out, hard science fantasy world building here. A village of bunny girls. You know what? You know, jump in the comments and make your cases, I suppose. But don't even try to defend this shit. It's like, it's seriously presented, you know, with dignified music, and they all have very serious tones, and they try to do serious themes, and everything is ultra serious and played perfectly straight, not a lot of goofiness. It's fucking Bunny Girl Village, guys. It's the Bunny Girl Village. And they're sexy bunny. It's not even like some kind of Watership Down thing where they're rabbit people, but we're going to treat them like seriously, or they're anthropomorphized rabbits, and we're going to do something serious with them. No, this species consists entirely of bunny women. They didn't even give us a species of bunny people, where the main one that we spend most of our time with in game is a hot female. No, the entire species is made up of like playgirl bunnies. I don't even get to talk to these two. They don't even react to my presence. I am beneath their notice. Wood dweller. We like the wood. You are unwelcome in the wood. She will not suffer humans to walk her verdant paths. Her barriers deny you. Leave now whilst you may. Oh, so you're fucking racists. Okay. We are going to build a big, beautiful wall to keep out your filthy kind. See, look at how beautiful it is. Wooden slats. I had it spoiled, and it's not really a spoiler, but I kind of accidentally came across the fact that this town is where we're supposed to come across the haste spell. So I want to be fairly sure that we get it, and I don't miss that one. It's a fairly important one. You know, in Final Fantasy 13-2, you never learn haste, not even your monster synergists. Bullshit, man. It's bullshit. You walk a hidden enclave of the Vera, known to outlanders as Air Youth Village. We wish no consort with others. Leave us. With your filthy way of saying bullshit about the haste spell. I'm actually quite happy you guys are here. It's a shame that they didn't give any dialogue. Could have broken the pattern a bit, you know? I have no words to speak to Hume. I simply want to kick you in the balls. I'm sorry, did we interrupt something? You guys all just seem to be kind of listlessly lazying around. It's because the spring remains a part that the flowers bloom. You would not understand. Ignorant Humes. What's worse, you're male. Oh my god. Horrible oppressors. It's Vera Maiden. Myrn, why do you ask after her? I am not she. What is it you seek? Nara. Let's come back and talk to her in a minute. Make sure we got all the dialogue from everybody telling us to get the fuck out because we're terrible Hume pieces of shit. My friend who is walking listlessly away was just telling me how much he hates Humes. Our laws forfend contact with the world outside. Here silence and solitude will be your companions. Don't take it personally. We treat everyone like garbage. Well, maybe we don't get anything from talking to this person. This character was named, so I thought maybe this would actually drive the plot forward. But I like that they pretend it's a, you know, lazy game design way of making place look big and feel alive as to. And it would work if it wasn't for this map that shows you how small this place is. It would work having these little paths you can't go down, but it just kind of sticks it in your face that no, they really didn't design very much for this. Hi, how you doing? I have a less detailed version of Finn's, like, Fran's mighty ass crack. Okay, Nara's not going to give us anything either, so we just need to keep going. This path leads to the cove of the wood warders. You will find naught there for a Hume. Our beer is far too strong for you. Alright, we're wood warders. We ward wood. How much wood would a wood ward if wood ward could ward wood? The wood warders gather about this cove. Myrn is no wood warder. You would not find her here. Do you come to visit misfortune upon us? You may expect no mercy if you do. What errand have you with the Myrn? What errand that could you have? You should leave before aught ill comes to pass, for your sake, for our own. How do you guys even reproduce if you're all girls? Myrn, her visage darkly clouded, his hands open, his eyes uncovered, a child of many gifts and much promise, yet she cannot bring her fierce spirit to heal. Ever do the storm clouds follow her, but why? But why? Hey, you're working on your bow and arrow. I thought you were like playing a musical instrument or something. I remember first time playing through the game, having been kind of interested and excited to find out what the deal was with Fran's people, and then just finding them to be incredibly boring. So there you go. The fane of the village elder is just beyond... Why am I talking differently? Just beyond this bridge. What errand could a Hume possibly have with her? Get the fuck out is basically what we're saying. Yes, solve, apprentice. It is Myrn you seek? She's usually just beyond this bridge, but I tell you now, you search in vain. I should not think she even know who you are. But, I mean, clearly we know her. So basically, they live in the Ewok village, but they're all girls and they're assholes. That is what their culture is. Leave me be. Leave me be. Sorry, that's the Elvis vocal pattern in Worms for the PC. I never played any of the Worms games other than the original PC Worms, which I just loved playing the multiplayer mode with. Because you could play Elvis voices and Monty Python voices. What up, ladies?
Hey,
Maybe you should let Ash do the talking.
Mirren lives here, doesn't she? We're here to see her.
You will leave at once.
Not once. Okay. But,
It is not allowed for humans to walk on these grounds.
We'll go as soon as we've seen Mirren.
If you can find her.
We're not leaving until you let us see her.
that's right, threats.
Fine then. We'll look for her ourselves.
She is Mern, you idiot.
Ah.
Okay, so Fran personally showed up. I don't know why.
Of the wood. She says Mirren is not in the village. Jote, where has she gone?
Why doesn't the voice of the village talk to us humans? Oh,
Why
because
do
we're
you
filthy.
ask? The wood tells us where she has gone. Or can you not hear her?
Why are you being such a bitch?
You cannot. Your ears are dull from hearing their harsh speech, I think.
But they're still big and fluffy.
Viera who have abandoned the wood are Viera no longer. Mirren too has left her embrace.
So she can also get fucked.
And you forsake them in turn?
Yep.
It is the will of the village.
That you guys get
Viera
fucked.
must live always with the wood. So is the green word, and so is our law.
The word is the law, and the law is the
We'll
word.
let you worry about keeping your laws.
Bitch.
Just do us a favor and stay out of our way. We'll find her ourselves.
Man, he's hostile. I mean, they deserve it, but it's not that probably helpful. Oops, I pooted. Man, she's really let one. What could be the meaning of this magical, mystical fart? We'll find out in the next episode. I'm MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you'll come back next time for more Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. Bye for now.